Welcome back to Financial Friends. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you are here, I would appreciate you hitting that like button down below. I did put some research into this video, so that would be greatly appreciated. And also, if you want to go ahead, check out the links below or check out the podcast right here, anchor.fm/financial friends. You can definitely do that. But without, rambling too long on that type of stuff, why you clicked on this video, Amazon Web Services, Jeff Bezos' little face down in the corner. What is this about? Well, the other day, I was trying to get on Public. I was trying to get on my school. I was trying to get on Canva. I was trying to do all these things, and I couldn't get access to any of them. I didn't know why. I tried resetting my password on Public. I tried, turning my computer off and going back onto these, school website and to make the thumbnail. I was trying all these different things, and I couldn't quite get to the bottom of why. So started reaching out to a few of my friends on text message, started reaching out to some other people on Twitter and browsing Twitter and trying to find out what exactly was happening, and we'll come to find out Amazon Web Services was down. Okay, so what does that actually mean? Why are all these other websites down? If Amazon stuff down, shouldn't that just be Amazon? Well, no. Amazon runs a large portion of the internet, and that is what I came to find out. So shockingly enough, I can go ahead and move this down here. Someone else did some digging for me. Shout out to Tristan, or Taze the God. You can go ahead. His Twitter link is going to be down below. You can see his @ obviously right here, and his YouTube link is going to be down below as well. You can also follow me on Twitter @FinFriendsPod, but that's besides the point. So we're going to take a look here at these. So around the time that this was all happening, you can see here this down Detector website, you could see all the different graphs here. So Amazon Web Services, Ring, Prime Music, Alexa, Prime Video. These are ones that make sense to us because obviously Amazon Web Services is going to power Amazon products. Well, then you also have things in here like Venmo and Chime, McDonald's, Verizon. You move over here, we have Fortnite, FanDuel, Coinbase, Tidal, the U.S. Social Security Administration, Netflix, Disney Plus, Snapchat, even Google is in here, Zoom. So all of these things, Roku, Ancestry.com, even more. We have Zelle, Ally, Spotify, Robinhood, SiriusXM, Capital One, Pandora. So you can kind of get the picture. So what exactly does that mean? What exactly is all of this? Well, Amazon powers, like I already mentioned, powers these websites. So this got me thinking more in terms of investment and stuff like that. Well, A, is this a concern? Should we be concerned as investors that Amazon controls so much that when Amazon goes down, is that not a bad look for Amazon? Is that not a bad look for the company? Well, in complete reality, I'm pretty sure that day stock was actually up. And I think part of the reason, before that was because people realized, wow, Amazon touches everything. Amazon has their hands everywhere. Not only do they ship the packages to my house, not only are they the way that I consume my content, the music I listen to, the random little robot that sits in the corner that I ask like a question when I have no clue what the answer to it is, but they also run the internet. So, obviously, me being me, did some more research on this, and you can go here to Amazon, or how Amazon quietly powers the internet. Now, this was posted. Let me go ahead and try and remove these. I'm not sure how I can remove these. This was posted back in September of 2020. So now it is a touch outdated, so to speak, but Amazon continues to grow, Amazon continues to dominate, so it stays relatively relevant. So I think this graphic here is kind of important, and it's how Amazon Web Services work. So companies like GE and Slack and Netflix will get their computing power, their software, maybe their media, their analytics, machine learning, and storage, all from Amazon's cloud services or whatever it may be. And then on the other end, it powers their different things. So you could see, GE's whatever, barometers and different things, Slack's, the video aspect of things. And for Netflix, it, helps us watch whatever content we want to watch on Netflix. But when the cloud goes down, so do our products, Slack, Netflix, etc. But I think it's important that we think of, again, wow, Amazon controls everything. And you can even see here, there were some percentages. This was back in 2020 again. Today, Amazon controls 33% of the market, with Microsoft in second controlling 18% of the market, and Google in third with 9%. Again, another thing. So I try and think, okay, well, what does this mean for Amazon? Obviously, they deliver our packages. They do everything we already said that they did, but they got to make money from this somehow. Yeah, they do. And they make a lot. This is, again, September 5th, 2021 from CNBC.com. It's an impressive business in absolute dollar terms, not just percentages. AWS ended 2020 with $13 billion in operating income, which helped Amazon report a total net income of $21 billion on the year. Insanity. You can see here that Amazon's cloud division reports a 32% revenue growth. This is in 2021 again. In here again in 2021, trying to keep things recent, from GeekWire, Amazon Web Services posts a record $13.5 billion in profit. So that doesn't mean that this is the amount of revenue, the gross revenue they've produced, and they then have to go pay people and do everything else. This is after all of that. They made this profit. So again, I did some more digging. I did a little bit more research, and this is not all exact here. I'll go slide through these notes, but it is important to look at. So Amazon Web Services runs things like Disney, Netflix, Ring, Vanguard, Volkswagen, NFL, like the list goes on. But Google Cloud has been accumulating a ton more customers as well. Twitter, PayPal, Target, P&G, Home Depot, list goes down there, even Apple. And Microsoft Azure has a few big names like NBA, AMD, Chobani, and Pepsi. Now, this list isn't comprehensive. This list was loosely researched, and some of these companies just may have a small little bit of relation. So Home Depot might purchase Chromebooks, and that's how they're on this list. I wasn't super diligent, but I was just trying to get a general idea. And you can see the way the lists kind of roll down. Obviously, Amazon Web Services, much longer than Google Cloud, which is much longer than Microsoft Azure. So I'm kind of curious now in this whole cloud computing space, where do the chips lie? And that might be a topic for another day, but I know one thing. After all said and done, I want to invest in companies that people cannot live without. People clearly cannot live without Amazon Web Services. You have me over here in shambles the other day trying to figure out how to make a thumbnail, how to do schoolwork, and how to access social media posts. But also people cannot live without Google. I mean, you could see these big companies that clearly are running on Google, but you could see up here in the top left, I'm doing my research on Google. You're watching this on a Google product on YouTube. My work runs on all Microsoft Suite products. So again, trying to find products that people cannot live without. Now, these three companies are three massive companies. Everyone knows about them. Everyone has probably some type of investment in one of these three. However, I still think that it is important to think about these aspects, these very scalable business models moving forward. Because again, we recognize Google as a search engine. Microsoft produces computers and Amazon delivers your packages. And that's about the gist of what we think of when we just first think of the company. But it's important to see how they're going to be able to scale in the future. Google Cloud can continue to grow. Obviously, they introduced the Google Suite. They have phones. They have YouTube. They have all of these other aspects of Google. I think that's a good investment moving forward. You also have Amazon Web Services. Again, you think of Amazon as your package delivery service of choice. But again, they do much more than that. They also provide the videos that you watch. They also are a huge part of running the favorite websites that you visit. And Microsoft, same thing. They're building out a cloud. I think they're a bit more focused on business. I mean, they have Skype. They own Google Teams, all of the other different, proprietary like Word and PowerPoint and these type of things that businesses like to have. How is that going to be scalable and continue to be scalable in the future? So obviously none of this is financial advice. Do not go and buy any of these companies purely off of my recommendation. It is not a recommendation to purchase these companies at all. It is actually a recommendation to go do more research. Continue to look into companies, continue to see how they can build out and how much of our lives they control. Like I said, Amazon, 40% of websites are built on Amazon Web Services. Companies like the NFL and the NHL respect and trust them to run their statistics. So how is that scalable? How does that apply? How does that make them more money? These are all questions that I'm proposing to you to go do more research on, and get back with me. Drop a comment. Any research that you have, an opinion you may have in these companies. Some of these companies are caught up in some legal stuff, so I want to hear what you have to think down in the comments below. This is more of a thought dump, just something that I want to get out there, and I hope that you have some thoughts that you can dump down below in the comments. So with all that being said, if you have anything to say, leave it in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you hated it, dislike it. I don't really care. And if you want to check Financial Friends or myself out anywhere else, you can do so with all of the links in the description. Let's go ahead and try and get this to 50 likes. Why not? Or 40 likes. Amazon controls 40% of the internet, so let's get 40 likes on this video. I will see you guys next Tuesday. Have a great one.